Ready? Start. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's latest budget, the last full-fledged on before next year's general elections, can be commended on three counts. First, for staying the course on fiscal consolidation. The finance minister has targeted the centre's fiscal deficit for 2023-24 at 5.9% of GDP, down from 6.4% in the current fiscal and 6.7% in 2021-22. She has done this by not announcing new grandiose schemes having significant fiscal implications on the scale of, say, PM Kisan or MG Narega. Besides, the spending on food, fertilizers, and petroleum subsidy will be rupees 1.47 lakh crore lower compared to the revised estimates for 2022-23. Sitaraman has also budgeted a lower outlay in MG Narega, rupees 60,000 crore versus rupees 89,400 crore, while maintaining it at the same level for PM Kisan. There is no increase for now in direct income support of farm households under the scheme from the current rupees 6,000 per annum. These savings in expenditure have created the space to bring down the revenue deficit even more appreciably from 4.1% to 2.9% of GDP. The second positive feature is the emphasis on changing the composition of government expenditure in favor of capital as against revenue spending. The center's budgeted capital expenditure for 2023-24 at over rupees 10 lakh crore will be almost twice the rupees 5.9 lakh crore that was spent in 2021-22. That's a huge step up and necessary in the present context of slowing global trade and tightening of financial conditions. It is obvious that the stimulus for growth in the coming year has to come from domestic, not external sources. The Narendra Modi government will be hoping that the government's capex push will help crowd in private sector investments. The Finance Ministry's economic survey presented on Tuesday has highlighted the fact that the balance sheets of both corporates and banks have been sufficiently cleaned up to enable the former to invest and the latter to lend. But whether India in would respond to the government's exhortations remains to be seen. The Modi government can, on its part, claim to have done its best, right from cutting the basic corporation tax rate from 30% to 22% in September 2019 to increase allocations for building infrastructure for roads and highways alone. It has gone up from rupees 1.13 lakh crore in 2021-22 to a budgeted rupees 2.59 lakh crore for 2023-24. State governments have been provided an interest-free loan of rupees 1.3 lakh crore for undertaking capital investments, which is itself a 30% increase over the current year. The third welcome move has been on personal income taxation. The budget has made annual incomes up to rupees 7 lakh free from taxation. This should provide relief to new entrants in the job market, many of whose salaries would be well within this limit. The savings will allow them to increase discretionary spending, including loan financed consumer durable purchases. By linking the lower rates to non availing of exemptions, even individuals with annual income of rupees 15 lakh will only have to pay rupees 1.5 lakh as against rupees 1.87 lakh under the existing regime. The budget has signaled a simplification of the tax system. There is merit in eventually moving towards a low tax regime with fewer and targeted exemptions such as those for pension and health insurance plans. Over.